Places and people. People and places. In my head, they are mysteriously intertwined. A person cannot exist except in a place, and places often hide their meaning in the people that dwell there. Attending a university for the past 2 years, nothing has affected me more than the people that I have encountered, and the nostalgia of the time that I have spent in their company makes these places precious to me. The errand basement, a house off campus. The list and the friendships go on and on. Even the dull black walls and rows of blue plastic chairs that make up stage 2 are somehow full with fond memories of the people that I've enjoyed singing with. When I go to these places, I know what relationships await me. They are comfortable, meaningful, and I know what to expect. But they don't just happen by chance. 2 entirely unsuspecting people can be brought together by God to the end that neither will be the same. This past summer, I traveled to Norway with the Whitworth Choir. We arrived at the breathtaking city of Trondheim with a sprawling network of cobblestone roads and towering cathedrals. We immediately began to explore the city, excited for the wonders we might find and the concert that we would perform that night. But as I walked past a street corner and decided to talk to the curious man standing there, I had no idea that this person would become my friend and change the way I saw the world. I simply told him about our concert and he said he would come. But then I went with him to an international community center, a smoky basement where we shot pool, shared a meal, and just talked. He was a street performer working to raise money for his family who was at home in Romania. He showed me pictures of his family and the band he'd played in as we sat under a wall covered with a disorganized mosaic of money from all over the world. It was surreal. That evening, he showed up to the concert 2 hours early to watch us practice. He even got to have a little practice of his own. But when the concert began, I was astonished at his response. Every song brought tears to his eyes, and it was all he could do to keep himself from clapping in the middle of them. For the audience, we were the center of attention, but for me, it was this man who was unashamedly rejoicing at what he could hear that night. After the concert, all he could say was "thank you" and "God bless you" as he shared his infectious happiness. I would never have guessed that a street performer would become such a huge part of our experience in Trondheim that day. I can still remember the music swirling around me and the faces of strangers from a far-off land who connected with us for just one night, drawn in until they didn't seem quite so strange after all. Now, I'm back in the middle of everyday life at Whitworth. I may never see that man in Norway again, but I did learn something important. Our lives intersected in a completely unexpected way, and both of us gained so much from it. And you know, I see a lot of people each day. Some of them I know well, others are completely new. But I believe that God brings people into my life for a reason. I shouldn't take any of them for granted, because who knows what could happen. Today my story could irreversibly connect with someone else's, and the results could be beyond my wildest dreams. So here we go.